Hey, for every action, there is a reaction. And when it comes to the economy and we want to know something, we talk to Eric from SBC. Let's talk about inflation. Everybody seems to be reacting to that. Can you explain what inflation is and how it's measured?
So inflation is pretty much the cost of goods and services going up. The way we measure it is by an indicator called CPI.
So CPI, Consumer Price Index. Can you explain how that's work? How do we measure that?
So the way that that's measured is we take 75 urban areas and then we take a list of different consumable goods and the cost of living, things like rent or mortgages, that type of thing. Couple that with food, healthcare, other expenses. So there's a big basket of different products, goods, services that we measure, and that's how we obtain that number to calculate the inflation.
So do goods and services, do those products ever change?
Well, actually, they do. They're supposed to stay pretty regular, but as you know, inflation is something that's very unpopular politically. So we've had a lot of presidents throughout time kind of mess with that number a little bit, maybe weigh one particular product heavier than another, or in the Clinton administration, take things out completely. So we've seen a lot of different changes throughout the years that we've been measuring it that way.
So we're watching what's happening. I think everybody's watching what's, gas prices and other things and how things are going up. What should people expect, and what can people do to protect themselves from inflation? Is there a way?
Well, just recently, Jerome Powell was speaking on behalf of what's going on with the Fed right now and the monetization. And what they were saying is we are on track, hopefully, to start weeding away from the easy money policies that they've been using to get us through coronavirus and all that. I mean, this coming on the heels of a $4.1 trillion economic plan here, which is astronomical. But the funny thing is, he said there was two factors that were wild cards, one of which was COVID-19 and a re-escalation of those numbers, what that could do to the nation or world. But the other one was higher than expected inflation. I mean, seriously, someone like Jerome Powell, who's not a dumb person, he's of the supposition that this is that high-end inflation is something that's a wild card event. I have a hard time believing that. I think it's the same type of thing of us saying that our military leaders and our politicians had no idea what would happen the way that we pulled out of Afghanistan. I just simply don't believe it.
So how does someone protect themselves? Is there a way?
Well, the best way I would say at this point in time is I like gold right now for inflationary protection. Silver's still very popular, but gold's my go-to when it comes to inflationary protection. And there's an old saying, don't wait to buy your gold and wait.
So one of the things that's great about your company is being right here in town, being local. How do people reach out to you?
They can go about a couple of different ways. We have reports and videos that we'd love to share with them. They can either call in, they can text us, they can email us, they can just jump on our website, chat with us, or they can just show up and knock on our front door, and we'd be happy to let you in.
It's always good to get sound advice, always good to get sound advice. And when it comes to things of this matter, there's no one better than SBC. So make an appointment, get online, text them, call them, whatever you have to do. Get all the information you can. It's going to protect you. So thanks for coming in.
Thank you.